Marhaba and welcome to episode 300 of the Matrix Green Pill podcast. This is where real people connect to bring you stories of change. I'm your host, Hilary Hutchison. When we recorded episode 1 of the Matrix Green Pill podcast, we wanted to create a platform for people who had experienced a defining green pill moment, one that inspired them to better themselves, their communities, and the world around them. After 299 conversations and roughly 15,000 minutes interviewing leaders, healers, founders, adventurers, artists, and everyday people whose stories stayed with us long after the recording ended, this platform has become exactly what we hoped, a place where inspiration takes center stage. Reaching 300 episodes feels incredible. So today, to celebrate these journeys, we have curated a special compilation of some of our most moving, surprising, and powerful moments to date, reflecting on individuals who have left an indelible mark on the world. Let's take a listen.
It's never too late to reinvent yourself. It is never too late to take action on something. And that takes belief. Put one foot in front of the other and make things happen. But we as people forget is that the fear overwhelms us. And once we have one little fear, it grows. This fear is person-made, okay? You are born with only a few fears, okay? 2 fears that you are born with is the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises.
Meditation is not about emptying your mind. Meditation is about becoming at peace with what's going on in the mind. And when I learned that, everything changed for me because all of a sudden I was able to notice and to witness what was going on. And like you mentioned, guiding others is such a powerful way of doing it yourself, but also learning and growing and sharing that together.
One of the secrets to doing anything is to say yes and then work it out. After saying yes, I told a lot of people I was doing it, which put me under quite set up peer pressure to make me do it. And then on the journey itself, I was forced to do it because people were watching me. So it's one of those things where I didn't really have the first clue how I would achieve it. And I had no long history of doing rides to that degree or that level.
Absolutely. Reps Remove All Doubt is applicable in every aspect of your life. When I want to be connected and aligned with people who have some form of ambition, when you have good habits, you have to continuously apply those good habits to your life when you want to get the results. And those habits are repetition.
Don't work for money, right? Work for your improvement, self-development, and discipline. With patience, everything will come on right time.
But think big, stay focused on your vision. In your journey, you're going to make some changes and do some things a little different than you first envisioned. But just never lose sight of that dream that you have of where you want to be in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years, and stick with it. I like to say, show up. Just keep showing up. I think that's half the secret to business, is just showing up. And so many people get so close to that dream, and then they become fearful and all the head noise and stuff like that.
And most importantly, the belief that if you keep showing up, if you keep trying, opportunities will come your way. And that's exactly what happened in my case.
The greatest teacher I found is silence and nature. It taught me to find truth within, to listen to what I've not been able to hear because of the opinions of others. We might call this intuition.
There is no substitute for hard work.
The opposite of loneliness is connection, and connection comes from community. And we have to remember that we are social animals. We need community. We need connection, especially in this sort of isolated technological world when we work from home perhaps some days and we interact a lot in virtual meetings rather than meetings in person. We don't belong to as many clubs and associations as we used to.
First of all, if you're afraid of failing, I'm not sure that entrepreneurship is a good path for you because it is made by mini failure every single day. Everybody's telling you no, and not everybody, thankfully, but most people are telling you no, and you need to be able to take it because you might, pitch 200 investors to get, to get 1 or 2, or I do think that if failure is something that you're struggling with, I would recommend to kind of work on yourself first.
Time is the most valuable resource we have, but we never treat it that way. Everybody thinks you're going to live forever. And so far, that hasn't worked out. So in the game of life, Father Time is undefeated. So time is the most valuable resource for that reason. Next is energy, right? How are you going through your day? Scale of 1 to 10. 1 means like, I'm miserable, I'm angry, I'm just grumbling all day, frustrated, whatever. And 10, of course, is happy, joyful, grateful. So scale of 1 to 10. How are you doing on energy? Scale of 1 to 10. Next is relationship.
Because you have the power to make a choice. And even if you don't make a decision, that is your choice. You've chosen not to do that. And so the consequences and the outcome are all because of you. So you get to choose the life that you want. And that's what we're helping women do.
And don't just build contacts, build relationships. Too often, somebody will connect with somebody on LinkedIn, and the very first thing they're doing is putting their offer in their inbox. Establish a relationship with them first. So again, use events, use online social media, but again, concentrate on relationships, not just contacts.
True success is about consistently showing up with intention, with integrity, with the willingness to do your best at any given moment. And that's really what motherhood taught me. The true definition of success actually is so individual to each one of us. My definition of success may look very different from yours or someone else's, and that's okay. And we can't really standardize it. And I think society has really standardized too many things for us, right? Especially for moms, for women in general.
Wow, hearing all those defining moments back to back really reminds me why we do this. To showcase real people impacting the lives of others for good. As we close out this milestone episode, I want to leave you with my own reflection. Often, the biggest hurdles we face are not external obstacles, but internal fears and mental blocks that slow our momentum. Once we release those invisible brakes, we have to move from inspiration to action. Inspiration has a remarkably short shelf life. The conversations we have had so far have made it clear that the stories are only the starting point. What lies beneath them are the habits, choices, and systems that help people keep going after the moment has passed. A green pill moment may be the starting gun, but the race is shaped by what you build around it. And as we scale, grow, and use new tools, we cannot lose the source code of our humanity. Success is not purely mechanical. Pushing through deep challenges requires grit, but it also requires community. 300 conversations have taught me that the faster we move, the more valuable human connection becomes. True integrity is not about what you build. It is about who you become while you are building it. Authentic connection is our ultimate safety net. Today is a bridge. Starting next Wednesday, the Matrix Green Pill podcast is entering a brand new era. We are evolving. We are shifting from deep stories to deeper action, with new segments designed to help listeners turn insight into practice. We are not moving away from human stories. We are building on them by helping listeners turn inspiration into action. As a start, we are moving our signature Green Pill question to the very beginning of the show. Next, we are introducing the Monday Move, shifting from the why to the how with practical actions listeners can use immediately. Finally, we will conclude future episodes with the Green Pill reflection, ending on a human truth rather than only a business tip or insight. For now, thank you for being part of these first 300 episodes. And thank you to everyone who has left us a 5-star review and continues to follow the show. Your support inspires us to keep sharing stories that connect, challenge, and move people forward. Until next time, keep connecting, keep growing, and keep building the future you want to see. If you enjoy our conversations, please like and subscribe. See you next Wednesday.